Hello, I'm Janice Allen, the opposition's spokesperson on tourism. And today is World Tourism Day 2021, which is celebrating growth focused on inclusive growth. The fact is, it has been a challenging time for everyone. This pandemic has taught us that in order to succeed, we must be resilient. And tourism has been resilient. It has been resilient because of the people who are in the industry, the workers, the backbone. And at first, I must celebrate them and continue to support and encourage them to protect themselves as best as possible by taking the vaccine. For those who have already taken it, the more than 40% of you who have already done so, I congratulate you and I say thank you, because without you, there's no tourism, and we must do everything to support and save lives. As we focus on inclusive growth, what does that really mean? It means that at every level of the industry, growth must be experienced for everyone, large and small. Large and small, not only in terms of businesses and the number of people that they employ, but also the size of business. Craft traders, transport providers, restaurant operators, pan chicken vendors, hotels of large and small, numbers that vary. Everyone wants to be successful, and the measurement of success is determined by how well lives are transformed. The lives of your families, how are they transformed? If tourism is really to live up to its expectations, we must be transforming lives. Otherwise, we're missing the mark. If it is that you're employed to the industry and there's no security of employment, then as a country, we are not serving you well. Many in the industry today, a large percentage of those directly employed to the industry, unfortunately, are employed on short-term contracts. If we're to go forward and truly grow at the levels that we should in an inclusive way, then this cannot remain. We must change. The fact is, without people, we have no industry. I will always say that because service is about people. We must get away from simply measuring tourism success by the number of people who come to the country. Whilst that is important, it is even more important as to how many lives are changed. Working in the industry and being on a contract will not cause people to feel connected and protective of this industry. And for it to grow, we must be all connected in order to protect it. Therefore, I'm calling upon the government today, as they look to revive the industry, that is important that we look to change the circumstances of employment for the many thousands who are uncertain after a few months whether they have a job. How will they feed their families? How will they open a bank account without the security of employment? We must change this. This is an unacceptable reality that should no longer stand. Tourism touches many other industries. Construction is one main one. As the industry grows and there is great construction taking place, it means that other people will be employed. Let us ensure that as we go forward, the situation of work permits and those who work and provide services to the industry, that is carefully looked at. Because at this point, as we are trying to recover from the pandemic, the government must do everything it can within its power to ensure that those who can contribute get a fair chance of contributing. Therefore, stronger and stricter regimes must be in place for the granting of work permits. I believe firmly that wherever a Jamaican can be employed, that they must be first, second, and third in the decision to employ. We know that not all skills are resident in Jamaica, and there are times when we will have to have others come in to provide those services. But let us not make it the norm. Again, if we are to grow and grow inclusively, we must be ensuring that Jamaicans at every level have a chance to participate and benefit from this industry. We have done well over these many years. We have transformed the industry in many different ways. Let us now focus on the transformation of lives. The fact is, if we are not transforming lives, we are not doing what we are set out to do as we serve the people. Let us take as an example the country of Bhutan, that instead of focusing on gross domestic product, they focused on gross domestic happiness. And it may sound far-fetched and almost crazy, but their reality is that if their people are not happy, then they're not doing well as a country. It is time that we find new measurements in Jamaica for the determination as to success of the industry. Let us look at how tourism transforms lives. Why not there should be gross domestic transformation? Maybe a different way of doing things, but this pandemic has taught us that nothing should remain static. We have to look and find new ways of doing things, of measuring our success, and we must be nimble and flexible in how we go forward. We have a responsibility to our people. We have a responsibility to protect this country and this asset, the people and our environment. As we grow, as we seek to find new opportunities and avenues for growth, let us keep at the heart of every decision that we make our people.